What if I told you that everything you learned about history was a carefully constructed lie? That some of the most pivotal moments in our past were orchestrated from the shadows by secret societies and powerful figures? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 historical conspiracies so shocking they'll make you question everything. And stick around until the end, because the last one involves a famous landmark and a secret that's been hidden in plain sight for centuries. You won't believe it. First up, the lost colony of Roanoke. In 1590, an entire English settlement in America vanished without a trace. Over 100 men, women, and children gone. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan carved into a post. Was it a message? A warning? Some theories suggest they assimilated with a local tribe, but darker whispers point to a massacre, or even something supernatural. To this day, no definitive evidence has ever been found. What really happened to the Roanoke colonists remains one of America's oldest and most chilling unsolved mysteries. Next, let's talk about Shakespeare. Was the world's greatest playwright a fraud? The anti-Stratfordian theory proposes that William Shakespeare, a commoner from Stratford-upon-Avon, couldn't possibly have written such masterpieces. The real author, they claim, was a nobleman like Sir Francis Bacon or Edward de Vere, who used Shakespeare as a frontman to avoid the stigma of writing for the public theatre. There are no original manuscripts in Shakespeare's own hand, and his will famously makes no mention of any literary assets. So, who really penned Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet? Now for number 3, was Napoleon Bonaparte murdered? Officially, he died of stomach cancer while in exile. But in 1961, scientists analyzed preserved strands of his hair and found shockingly high levels of arsenic, a slow-acting poison. Could his British captors, or even French royalists, have wanted him permanently out of the picture? The debate rages on. Arsenic was common in products back then, from wallpaper to medicine, but the levels found suggest something far more sinister. A quiet assassination of one of history's most powerful men. Moving on to a more modern mystery, the Pearl Harbor cover-up. The official story is that the 1941 attack was a complete surprise, but conspiracy theorists argue that President Franklin D. Roosevelt knew the attack was coming and let it happen. Why? To overcome America's strong isolationist sentiment and justify entering World War II. Proponents point to decoded Japanese messages and strange military positioning as evidence that the administration sacrificed over 2,400 lives for a political goal. It's a terrifying thought that the day of infamy might have been allowed to happen. At number 5, we have the Philadelphia experiment. According to legend, in 1943 the U.S. Navy attempted to make a warship, the USS Eldridge, invisible to enemy radar. But something went horribly wrong. The ship didn't just become invisible. It allegedly teleported from Philadelphia to Virginia and back again in an instant. The crew was said to have suffered horrific side effects, with some men fused to the ship's metal hull. The Navy has always denied the experiment took place, calling it a hoax. But eyewitness accounts and whispers from the shadows persist. Coming in at number 6 is the true fate of Anastasia Romanov. When the Bolsheviks executed Tsar Nicholas II and his family in 1918, rumors immediately began to swirl that the youngest daughter, Anastasia, had survived. For decades, women came forward claiming to be the lost Grand Duchess, the most famous being Anna Anderson. DNA testing eventually proved them all to be but the legend was so powerful because it offered a sliver of hope in a brutal story. The idea that a single princess escaped the massacre captured the world's imagination for nearly a century. And finally, the one you've been waiting for. The secrets of the Denver International Airport. This place is the epicenter of modern conspiracy theories, from its strange, apocalyptic murals depicting war and death, to its runways shaped like a swastika. People believe something is not right. The airport cost billions more than projected and was built on a massive plot of land. Theorists claim that beneath the airport lies a massive underground bunker, a secret headquarters for the New World Order, or the Illuminati, ready for a coming doomsday. The strange symbols and Masonic plaques all over the terminal only add fuel to the fire. Is it just bizarre art, or a message hidden in plain sight? So, what do you think? Are these just wild tales, or is there a hidden history they don't want us to know? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed diving into the unknown with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Historio for more journeys into the past's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching.